Hello, welcome in. It's nice to meet you. Please have a seat and make yourself comfortable. My name is Dr. Remarkable, and today we're going to spend a little time checking in on how you've been doing lately. Nothing stressful, nothing complicated, just a calm conversation. I'm just pulling up your file here. Perfect. And throughout our appointment, you'll occasionally hear me typing notes into the system. I won't be recording everything you say, just a few key points to help me stay organized. All right. Before we begin, are you comfortable? Okay. And if you need a drink in this moment or at any time, please feel free to let me know. We have a selection, whether that's water or juice. We have soda as well. Would you like something to drink? You're fine? Okay. Let's get started. I'd like to begin with a simple question. How have things been feeling for you lately? Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. Now I'd like you to think about your energy levels. Not productivity, not accomplishments, just energy. Would you say you've generally felt energized, a bit drained, or somewhere in between? Take your time. Okay. And how about motivation? Has it felt relatively easy to get started on things? Or has it required a little extra effort recently? Let's look at some everyday routines. Nothing too detailed, just a quick snapshot. How has your sleep been lately? Mm-hmm. And what about your mornings? When you wake up, Do you generally feel rested, or does it take some time to fully get going? Now let's talk about downtime. Have you been able to carve out any moments for yourself recently? Maybe reading, listening to music, watching something you enjoy, spending time outside, anything like that? That's good to hear. Sometimes those small moments are more important than they seem. I'm glad that you're able to make time for yourself and what you love. I'd like to ask a little about stress. Many people carry tension without even realizing it. So think about the past week. Have there been any situations that felt particularly demanding or overwhelming? And when stress shows up for you, where do you tend to notice it first? Your shoulders, jaw, neck, stomach, your thoughts, somewhere else? That's very common. Thank you. Sometimes simply identifying where stress appears can make it feel easier to manage. I'm going to take a moment to review my notes. Everything looks good. You're doing a great job. And remember, there's no rush here, so please take your time. I want you to know that you don't need to have all the answers today. This check in isn't about solving everything, it's simply about noticing, observing, and checking in with yourself honestly. And that's already valuable. Now I'd like to shift our focus slightly. Our minds naturally pay attention to problems. So let's spend a moment thinking about something positive. It doesn't have to be big. In fact, smaller is often better. Can you think of one moment recently that brought you even a little bit of comfort, enjoyment, or satisfaction? Take your time. Thank you for sharing that. And how did that moment make you feel? Mm-hmm. It's interesting how meaningful those small experiences can be. Sometimes they stay with us longer than we expect. I'd like to guide you through a brief grounding exercise. Nothing complicated, just observation. You don't need to close your eyes unless you'd like to. First, notice one thing you can see. Good. Now, notice one thing you can hear. Maybe something nearby, maybe something farther away. Excellent. Now notice the feeling of the chair supporting you. Your feet touching the floor, your hands resting comfortably. Very good. And finally, identify one thing that feels steady right now. Anything at all. The room, the chair, your breathing, just something stable. Perfect. I'm just going to update my notes. Okay. Looking over everything we've discussed today, it sounds like you've been carrying quite a bit while continuing to move forward. And I think it's important to recognize that. Not because everything has been perfect, but because you've continued showing up. one day at a time, one step at a time. Sometimes wellness isn't about feeling amazing. Sometimes it's simply about checking in honestly and responding with patience. And that's exactly what you've done today. We're just about finished. I'm going to finalize these notes. There we go. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I hope this appointment has given you an opportunity to slow down and reconnect with yourself for a few moments. Be kind to yourself for the rest of the day. And if possible, make space for one small thing that brings you comfort. A favorite drink, a favorite song, a walk, a quiet moment. Whatever feels right. Well, you're all set. Thank you for coming in today. Take care. And I hope you have a peaceful rest of your day.